I know this is all for me. Listen up.
Yo, this your boy Sauce, and you're tuned in to His, Hers, and the Truth podcast with Nika T and Steph G. You're listening to my new single, All For Me, featuring Monte Ray, available now on all streaming platforms.
Should be on a wanted poster. Let me show you a good life like a man supposed to. Lay you down with some good pipe.
What up, this Steph G.
And this is Nika T.
And this is
His, Hers, and the Truth podcast.
What's the deal, man?
Man, I can't call it.
Man, we got to start off by saying rest in peace to, I know, Tiny Lister.
Tiny Lister.
I always call him Debo.
Tiny Lister, a.k.a. Debo.
A.k.a. The president on the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
He was president.
Now I got to go home and watch Fifth Element.
It's on Hulu? It was on Hulu.
I think it is on Hulu. Yeah, it should be on Hulu still. And I just got live. I had to get live back.
Yeah, we just talked about it last episode where you was like, man, that price, we was talking about the prices going up and whatnot.
Fuck it, man.
So you just went on and got live.
I pay on it every week.
All right.
Man, I need some sports, man.
Understood.
Cause it was cool when it was NBA season. I had a little link, but now it's just like shit. I know what everything is, and now that I know what everything is, it's like it's a lot better to actually watch, the basketball games and the football games instead. So
I feel.
Plus, I don't want to have.
I've been watching a lot more college basketball lately.
Hey.
I've been made a Memphis fan.
But you started watching in the COVID times. If you was watching it like when the crowd was there, because I was trying to go to a game last year when they played UConn. Man, them tickets was $80 at first, and then I was gonna get them, but I was like, man, I ain't got nobody to go with. Shit, so I had to miss out.
I've been turned into a Memphis fan.
So, you gonna like it. You gonna like it, man. I still want to get them shorts.
They got some good players. You still on them shorts? I thought you got them.
Now that even though we were talking about the pricing of the Hulu, I was looking at the price of the shorts. I like save up a little bit. Not like I ain't got it, but it's just like I want to get them and not be worried. I want to do it the way I want to do it.
I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So yeah.
But yeah, man, just been out here working, trying to live a dream. Whatever
dream, man. Like we were talking about earlier, man. I'm just starting to realize, like, man, I'm not for nobody telling me when it's time to retire. I'm really, because it's just like, you know what I'm saying. You get to the age of retirement and you ain't living for shit. You ain't nothing going on. It's like, all right, we living to live, and we're not living to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not really experiencing that. So yeah.
Man, listen. I told you what I was thinking about doing.
Yeah.
I told you what I'm thinking about doing. I'm ready to just be done and be like, I got my freedom. Yeah. And do what I need to do to handle love.
But you know what I'm saying? I've been listening to a lot of Derek Grace. And just getting the understanding of.
A lot of people hate that man.
But I don't see why.
I don't get it. Listen, I have had the opportunity.
And you went and saw him.
I've had the opportunity to actually sit down and break bread with this man. So, I mean, when I sat down with him, he ain't seem like no fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ain't seem like he was one of them black men that was just out here trying to make a dollar. Even though he still got to take care of and support his family, but this man is out here making major moves and he's making major money. On top of that, that particular opportunity that was presented, it was a free event. I got a chance to it was a free event. We met at Kitchen Express.
Damn.
Kitchen Express of all places.
Damn, man. I mean, he was really just.
He was just working. Yeah,
was working.
like we met at Kitchen Express of all places. You know what I'm saying? He had came down to speak at Philander Smith with this guy, Patrick Walker Reese. He's a really cool dude as well. Got an opportunity to meet him. And one of the things that stood out to me the most was he was like, man, I could have, came down here, spoke at the school, got my money and left, but I wanted to connect with the people. I wanted to be in the community. And like I said, we met Kitchen Express.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody from Little Rock know where Kitchen Express is. So you in between hoods at that point. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, he a real cool dude. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him.
Yeah. Well, I know quite a few people should listen to him. And it's just like he just telling you, you need to get your shit together for you, for your kids, for the people you love. Just get your shit together.
Heck yeah,
So
heck yeah.
yeah, I mean, I
I
just
mean,
been
everything that he doing is the robotics.
the
He
video
came out with
game.
the video. He came out with the board game, and then came out with the robotics. And like even at that, he started out with books and stuff at first. You know what I'm saying? And he got his family involved. Like
Yeah. And that's just an important
the
factor, what I'm
epitome of
saying? Just
what black family and generational wealth look like.
yeah. And then he got everybody to get along with each other, his baby mamas.
Exactly.
So that's
I
amazing.
wouldn't call them their mom. I mean, they gotta
Well, I
understand
mean,
that.
what would you call them? Because I'm
Uh,
not saying I'm against
the mothers
whatever.
of his children.
Okay. You didn't say baby mama earlier, did
Sheesh. No. No, when I say baby mama, I try not to
you?
use
We were
the.
talking about something, talking about baby mamas.
Oh, I think I might have, but I mean that particular situation applies.
Oh
Shit,
no.
it's levels to this shit. It's levels to mothering. You a baby mama sometimes. Like when you do shit that's not in the best interest of your child,
Right.
especially when it comes to your child, you a fucking baby mama.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the difference if you doing what's in the best interest of your child, despite or in spite of however y'all choose to say it, in spite of what you feel for this other individual. If you know that you if you know that your child would benefit from this other individual being in their life,
Hmm.
set your pride aside, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as simple as
Especially
that.
for an innocent soul. You know what I'm saying? It's like this the child ain't got nothing to do with whatever. It's
Child ain't got nothing to do with it.
yeah.
You grown motherfuckers acting like kids. Like that shit is stupid.
Speaking of kids, I got a quick question. I remember I said I had to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you feel the pressure of having to get Ja something as she gets older around holiday time?
Hmm.
Boom.
Okay, so backstory for everybody that don't know why he's asking that question. I don't celebrate holidays, so to speak. Um, I mean, I
The white
enjoy.
holidays.
But I,
Anglo-Saxon
shut
holidays.
up, shut
But them
up.
days off do come in handy.
Them days off come in handy because I be needing that time off. But I don't necessarily celebrate them in the manner in which I grew up celebrating them. I spend time with family. I do take advantage of those days off and spend time with family. Just this past November, we enjoyed time with the
Say what you did.
kids.
Say what time it was. It was what
No,
holiday?
no, because we don't celebrate the holidays, so we don't even acknowledge it. Anyways, this past November, we enjoyed time with the kids, enjoyed time with extended family, all of that good stuff, you know. And
What's Thanksgiving?
For him. That's your truth. Half your truth.
I don't know
So
about
yeah,
truth, but I am gonna eat.
but
I am gonna eat.
if you gonna cook, I'm gonna eat, fam.
Cause I was gonna eat anyway, but the
It
fact
ain't.
that you cook something here, you
Yeah,
know.
it ain't no rule to say don't eat.
Well, yeah. To the question though.
But back to that. So yeah, that's why he asked the question. But not until recently.
That's what made me ask.
Not until recently. And the only reason why I say that, and I don't think that's gonna last long. But the only reason why I say that in blending families, you you kind of have to compromise in certain situations. And in that compromise, you have to take everybody into consideration. Um, and when taking everybody into consideration, you know, if I'm going to look at it on an aspect of my bonus kids celebrate Christmas, they believe in getting gifts, and this is something that we're going to do, then I am going to also make sure that Ja has something as well because I don't want her to feel left out. You know what I'm saying? So there is a little bit more pressure in that particular aspect. However, um, considering we still don't celebrate the holiday, there's no decorations around the house. There's not going to be any decorations around the house. Um, you know, her gift that we didn't
Your
get.
neighbor's lights is kind of hitting your house. So
I mean, hey,
it's kind
that's
of
about all that they gonna get.
it's kind of like it's there.
If you roll through here, that's about all you gonna get is my neighbor's lights. Cause
I'm gonna put a speaker outside your house and
this crib,
just play some. Let it snow.
I mean, you know,
Let it
that would be
snow.
kind of cool, but
I
no,
was gonna hit that. I was gonna hit that note. I
no,
can't do it.
please don't, please don't. But you know, I do now that I am blending families and everything like that. I do have a tad bit more pressure to, you know, do the holiday thing. But like whenever her gift comes in, that's whenever she's gonna get it because I'm not,
Right.
you know, I'm not wrapping anything or nothing like that. The only time that I've ever wrapped gifts is that one time you asked me to wrap the gift. Wait, have you asked me twice?
I don't know. You know how long it's been? It ain't probably been that
It
long.
ain't been that long. It was
It's
like
probably like
2 years.
ago.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. So you've only asked me once because I think you had somebody else to do it last year.
I don't know what I did.
No, I did it last year too. Cause last year
I got
you
something
got
for my
them
mama.
shoes. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna need you
Yeah.
this year too.
I can't
I'll be over
stand you.
tomorrow.
I cannot
Bloop.
stand
There you
you.
go.
That is horrible. You need
What?
to learn how to wrap gifts.
I should. I mean, I know how to.
What is that?
You know how you measure it, you tape it, you fold it, and you fold it again, and you flip it
Uh-huh.
up. But it just be ugly, and I just be like, man, I ain't. I want.
Hey, bro, just can you wrap this for me? I bring the wrapping paper and stuff.
Hey, that's how you say it. Just bring the wrap paper and the tape. Say less.
Say less.
Say less,
You should
man.
know that I love you, cause
Thank you, man.
I don't even wrap my kids' gift.
Well, you do that. You don't, cause you don't. How did you learn how to rap?
Um,
Cause y'all used to celebrate Christmas, then.
yeah, but I never wrapped gifts. I don't know how I learned how to rap. I mean, you got to real. I'm a DIY girl, so I might have like rapped
F
something.
DIY.
Hmm?
F FIDIY.
What is that?
What does DIY mean?
Do it yourself.
What is FI in that?
Yeah. Fuck
Do it yourself.
it. That was a good one.
FIDIY.
I like that. I like that. But no, like I like different projects, so I probably have wrapped something at one point, I made the decorations for my baby shower.
Mm.
I'm creative like that. So
Kind of joke.
all right, like
What
come
we,
on.
what we getting into today, man? What's the topic on? I gotta make sure you remember.
I don't.
See, that's what I.
Reassurance.
Yes, levels of
Levels
reassurance.
of reassurance. I do. See, I did kind of.
Man, shut up.
I
So,
did.
since we talking about levels of reassurance, as a woman, what is your take about receiving reassurance? How do you enjoy being reassured from a relationship standpoint and just as a human being?
I love words.
What's that? Words of affirmation? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I love
Like
words.
what words trigger you?
Love is absolutely a word that triggers me.
Like I love you.
Yeah, like I love you. Um, just love. Period. Like I hear love and I'm like excited because I love love. I do. I've always been that way. I've always had a problem with that. But
Are you straight now?
I'm straight now. Well, yeah, you're right. Cause you know,
Yeah.
locked down for life. Anyways, but love. Um, one thing that like recently, me and the love were having a conversation, and I was just telling him, everything that was going on with me, like what was going through my head and everything like that. And the first thing that he asked was, "What can I do to help, or what can I do to lighten your load, or whatever?" And that for me stands out because I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm gonna ask for help. I'm hella prideful. So whenever he comes and extends it, I'm in a place now where I appreciate it to the point where I'm able to actually ask and say whatever it is that I need. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that kind of it gives you them words that you need, like just knowing that somebody right there by you.
Do you think the love languages are
I can't
reassuring?
stand you.
What about the
Because I didn't want to discuss love languages today, and we kind of get into the discussion of the love languages today.
Oh, I mean, we can, just expound on that another time. My quick question was, do you think the love languages are a form of reassurance? Because a lot of people think reassurance is simply words.
No, I do think all of the love languages, because if you take the time to learn your person's love language and you take the time to love them in their love language, there goes Roxy, y'all. Hey Roxy, we
There's
recording the
probably another
podcast.
dog out there somewhere. She trying to get
Roxy,
some meat.
Roxy, we recording the podcast, fam.
Go,
Can you
little
go
bitch,
back and
go,
lay
little bitch,
down?
go.
Can you? We appreciate you for protecting the house, but can you go lay back down?
Protection. Somebody gonna dump that motherfucker. Get your ass out of here.
She going back to John's room. All right. But yeah, if you take the time, and she didn't want to hop back in the bed. She came out the room to bark, and she didn't want to hop back in the bed.
She smelled some dick.
I don't think that's what it was. Roxy. Oh, Roxy ain't never had none. Never mind. We ain't gonna discuss this. Not on the
Anyway,
podcast. All right. Anyways, but no, I feel like if somebody takes the time to learn your love language, learn it number one, and then takes the time to execute that, bro.
if you sniff it out, man.
Roxy, Roxy. Hey, fam, come lay down. Come on. Is she whining? She grunting. She like, nigga, I'm trying to sleep. And whatever you got going on outside, you need to chill that shit out. But she didn't want to got back in the bed.
That's bitches for you. They gonna yell, they gonna scream, they gonna argue, then they gonna get their ass back in the bed when they know where they need to be.
Shut up.
I'm talking about bitches.
Yo bitches?
No, I don't have bitches.
Did you, I thought you just said yo bitches.
No, I'm just talking about bitches.
Oh, you just talking about bitches. Okay.
I don't have bitches. I don't want any bitches. All those bitches can stay where they are. I don't have time to be feeding multiple
Stay
bitches.
where you at, bitches. Because food is expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Food is expensive
Everybody
as
got
shit.
time for bitches.
Okay, let me finish my thought process. So the question was love languages playing a part in reassurance. Okay,
And I also said because it seems like a lot of people verbally need reassurance.
correct. I don't think a lot of people need verbal reassurance. But when you actually go into taking the time to learn somebody else's love language and to implement that and give that to them, if you're able to actually be a person that's not so full of themselves to see that this person is actually applying what you need from them. If you're a person that likes acts of service and you see that your other person is doing whatever acts of service it is that you need, that reassures you to know, okay, this motherfucker give a damn. They care about me. Oh, he like me. He likes me.
But yeah, I mean, it's like I think all in all, people have to teach each other how to be reassured. And I think even with teaching each other how to be reassured, you got to understand what reassurance looks like from the other side. Because you might want those words. You might want the babies, boobs, I love yous, tell me I look beautiful. Hello. Let me say this. Tell me I look beautiful. And on the flip side, it's like all I do, I can smack you on your butt, I can, hold your hand, I can cook for you. Those things are reassurance for me. So then it becomes, all right, how do we know that we're giving each other the reassurance on both ends that's
you
not
have to find
overwhelming?
you have to find balance.
Right, that's the
And
answer.
then finding that balance, the number one, communicate. I don't know. I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like men don't like to talk.
Didn't you earlier? Did you not just tell me something about uh factual? I don't think that's the exact as change or whatever. Trying to group.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
you can't.
men. Some men.
Okay, I feel like a good number of men don't like to talk. And let me just say this. Let's take you for example. How long were we friends before you just really started opening up to me. It was some
Really?
years.
Yeah, probably like 2 years. And the reason being is because I remember what I would used to text you when I was at work study and you was at work. I remember how we used to communicate about stuff while I was at work study and you was at work.
Right.
So that's why I say it was probably 2 years because it was just like, you know, I'm trying to see who you are as my friend. Because if I just give myself up to you, then I feel like, and this is me at, 16, 17 years
Right.
old. This is me like, all right, well, I'm just opening up to you, telling you who I am and how I do stuff, and you know what I'm saying, the shit that goes on in my life, and it's kind of like, you really don't give a fuck. Or I feel like you don't
I
care.
feel that. I feel that because women feel that often. Women feel that
But
so very
and I
often.
think women feel that because they're not getting it the way that they want it.
But that's a part of speaking someone's love language. Just because that's not what you're accustomed to, this is why I say you have to find balance. Just because that's not something that you're necessarily accustomed to doesn't mean that you cannot be that person that she needs. Because if you're not providing her with her needs, she's not going to provide you with your needs. And then y'all just in a relationship, well, really a situationship at this point, because nobody's needs are being met. You have to find balance. Yeah, there are things that I love and enjoy, and he finds time to do those things with me,
Even if he hates them,
even if he dislikes it.
hates them.
I don't know about hate. Are there things that we do that, well, that I like that you hate? Not really.
It's all right. Give about 2 more years. You know what I hate?
Probably.
You know what I
You
hate?
know what I hate.
And I'm a
You,
pew from the corner, be like,
I mean,
y'all gonna get through it, of course, but it was coming.
yeah,
Do you ever use it? Do you ever use it? I'm on my Kevin Samuels, but you use it.
right.
So hate is a
Facts.
strong word when you really feel like you hate something. Hey, so when you say you hate it,
But even still, but even still, like, because number one, there are things that we do as women that we don't fucking like at all for our men.
all right,
And that's not even on no sexual aspect.
and it was a joke. But like, what do you do something that you hate? Because once again, you use women, not some women. So if there is, that could be another time for you know what I'm
There
saying.
is.
You
I
know,
mean, I don't like watching football. I'm not a football person.
I
That's not
knew that.
me. But I know that he likes watching his favorite football team.
What's your favorite team? Oh, boy, y'all trash. Y'all trash last year. Did y'all win? You compete to win, right? You compete.
Really, really,
You compete
really,
to win.
really, really. We not about to have this. Not see. I I'm not a football fan.
Right.
I'm not. I root for the teams, but I'm like one of them background cheer people. I'm like,
Like, yeah,
yay,
go.
because that's the team that,
She be calling the quarterback the point guard.
no, I know the different players and shit. Don't get me wrong.
You mean positions? No, when you say different players, like
Well,
they're
you're
different
correct.
people.
The different positions. You're correct.
Yeah.
I know the different positions. However, I just don't enjoy watching football. And in that, because he likes watching his favorite team, one thing I know that I want is to spend time with him. And if that means I have to enjoy something that or if I have to be privy to something that he enjoys doing, I'm just gonna have to do that in order to get the time that I want, because it's not like he just sits there and watches the game and ignores me the entire time. Like, no. There's times where we have conversations during the game. I talk to him about the game. I get involved because that's something that's important to him, and vice versa. Like, I'll be at the house some days watching chick flicks. He'll come in, hop on the bed.
Like, why that hoe always sad?
Yeah, we have our conversations and stuff. And then, we have our things where we actually agree on. Well, no, I won't say agree, but like things that we have in common. Like, I've gotten more into anime, which is something that he really likes. I like anime. I enjoy it. So we sit and we binge watch anime episodes together. Different shows and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's all about give and take. You can't just be the person that's like, oh well, I want my needs met. I want my needs met. I want my needs met. In order to receive, you got to give. Like, it ain't just about you, and especially if you're in a relationship, that reassurance that you need, like just like that person, just like you need your reassurance, your person needs reassurance. And while you're sitting there so focused on what it is that you want and what you need, you missing out on providing them what they want and they need. Because the one thing that I've learned is, if you trust that you're putting out what you're needing, it's going to come back to you. It's just as simple as that.
But will it come back to you? I I say this. I agree. I think it'll come back to you. If it isn't come back to you now, you might either have to reevaluate with another discussion, or you might have to move on. But it'll come back to you.
Well,
It'll come back. It just
I'm
comes.
saying, if this is a person that you're interested in pursuing a relationship
Or
with,
with, possibly.
or with, because, you know, shit gets tough sometimes. I feel like a lot of people are quick to throw in the towel when shit get tough.
Yeah.
But shit get tough sometimes. And when shit get tough, you're gonna have to figure it out. Like, it's just that simple. I think a lot of people are selfish. We've grown into a very selfish society.
Do you think people are selfish because of the things that's happened to them? Though it's like I was so selfless that you pushed me to be a selfish person.
Absolutely. I can see that. However, if we're supposed to be this society, especially with something I've been noticing lately, uh, I've been watching. I'm a I love romantic comedies. I love the whole Lifetime movies. Um, don't necessarily care for the murder mysteries, but I enjoy like the Lifetime holiday movies, even though I don't celebrate, because most of them are centered around romance and stuff like that. And I love the Hallmark movies and stuff like that.
So
So,
shout out to Lifetime and Hallmark. God
you know,
damn.
but I I I like those movies. And one thing that I've noticed in those movies recently, and even on some of the TV shows that I've been watching, is like there is now a battle between millennials and Gen Z.
Is that
And
the
I'm
new
trying to,
generation?
yeah, that's the new generation. And I'm kind of
2000.
like, yeah, and I'm kind of like, when did that start? Like, when did we become the old people? that y'all was battling with?
Once we hit 25, man, it feel like it.
Yo, I found out that you become an OG at 25.
Yeah,
So
cause
you
like
become an old person
21,
at,
you
at
still
25.
young, but it's like your season. And 25 is like you almost 30,
You know, 5 more years, and them years gonna fly by.
obviously.
Them years gonna fly by. Bro, 2 months, I'll be 30. Them years gonna fly by.
Damn, yeah.
Like, bro,
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But
Yeah, 8 months.
you know, we're in a society now where, we talk about how we want to encourage mental health, strong mental health and getting help when needed and overcoming, obstacles and overcoming, your past and everything like that. For some people, it's doing shadow work or doing light work and in different situations. So, I mean, my thing is, if you are really doing that type of work, that selfishness cannot continue to linger. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying put yourself out there to the point where people are using you, well, not using you, but misusing you, because we have a conversation about that all the time.
Okay.
Misusing you, taking advantage of you, different things like that. I'm not saying put yourself in that particular situation, but what I am saying is you have to acknowledge that everybody is not the same. So that one experience that you may have had does not equate to this next experience that you're going to have. This one person that you may have dated that couldn't or wouldn't, speak your love language, so to speak, doesn't necessarily mean that this next person that comes into the picture saying, "Hey, I want to be all that for you and more," it doesn't mean that they're not the one that's going to actually be that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, I mean, I think
So
people should
outside of
become more selfless.
yeah,
I mean, you gotta heal from that shit, or you just gonna be broken forever. And broken people, like, it's a lot of motherfucking me broken people in this world.
oh yeah, oh
It's
yeah.
a lot of broken
I
people
see
in
him
this world.
or
And
talk to him every day.
and I'm a
Damn near.
firm believer, like, if you broken at the moment, like, I feel like
Get
that
healed
brokenness
first.
can carry on throughout that DNA and everything. Like, you need to heal in a lot of areas
Yeah,
to mend that. But
cause I mean that brokenness rubs off on everybody else. It's like, and it's, especially if that brokenness and success is mixed in together.
right,
Like whatever success is to you, then that's fine. But it's like if you're feeling or reacting some type of way, and they look at you and say, "Well, you still did great in life." It's
right.
like they mimic that because it worked for somebody else.
Mm,
And so I feel like long as you, not even long as you need somebody around you that can identify where you're broken if you're broken, and not only just if you're broken, but identify your weaknesses.
right,
And that to me is another way of reassurance outside of relationships and stuff. With family and friends, I'm paying attention to your actions and I'm making sure that you are reminded hey, you aren't, holding yourself accountable. You aren't, what I'm saying, holding yourself to a higher standard like you used
right,
to or should. So I feel like, being accountable, uh, outside of relationships is just as important. And, just having that reassurance for those people that you love as well. And that's my thing of what other ways does that look like? Do same as is it the same as kind of relationship, but it's like, saying I love you to your mother, to your father, to what I'm saying, your siblings.
I think for me, like, when it comes down to my mom, uh and my dad as well, honestly, like, my biggest thing as far as their reassurance from them is just hearing that they're proud of me. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you don't never want to let your parents down. don't get me wrong, if you gonna have some moments where
It's fucking.
they like, bro, you ain't nah, hell no, we ain't rocking with that. And you still gotta live your life. But at the end of the day, you still want to be you still want to make them proud. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I mean, I do think it's a little different. And with your friends, you can reach out to your friends are individuals. Well, at least let me speak for my friends. My friends, specifically my best friends, they're the individuals that don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? Like me being who I am, I don't do well with a lot of people. I've just come to accept the fact that me and people really just don't click. I gotta find a way around it, but that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you and Kamara, y'all my niggas. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Like y'all my niggas. And then, I with me and y'all is I needed a space where I wasn't judged. I needed a space where I could come to y'all and just be like, hey, I need to get this shit off my chest for like 3.5 seconds, bro. And, we just let that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And it's the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Like I can come to y'all for that and y'all come to me for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just a different it the reassurance is still the same. It's just the manner in which you do it is different.
Right.
So
So do you think people who need reassurance are seeking validation at the same time? Because I know I was talking to my homeboy and he was like, "Man, I really don't be needing reassurance. I don't see validation from nobody." And in a sense, I kind of feel like those two aren't the same, but then they do kind of mix together. It's like,
reassurance and validation.
yeah, like I can reassure you that you're doing a good job as a parent,
Mm-hmm.
but I can also give you validation that you're doing a good job as a parent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I tell you, hey, you're doing a good job. You're receptive of it, but it's kind of like, is there a certain angle that you receive it as? Is it a certain angle like, yeah, I needed to hear that because I didn't know how I was doing, or could you be, oh, well, I appreciate that, man. It just lets me know I've been doing my shit. Where's I don't know. It's just what's the
I
fine
think
line
it.
between
I
the two?
think it depends on the person. It's a matter of perception. Like, I mean,
Because when he said when
every
he
person is different. So what they need for reassurance is going to be different than what you need for reassurance. So, however that particular situation is presented, if it doesn't align with what they need, then it's going to be presented in a not so receptive way.
right, yeah, I mean, I think that's how I have to look at it when discussing that the reassurance level with other people. It's just like, all right, how are you viewing it? Are you viewing it as being a form of validation? Because I feel like separately, I don't need validation. I also feel like verbal reassurance isn't really what's needed for me. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
You're an actions person.
Yeah, but sometimes the words do come in and the words do, I guess, help. Somebody be like, "This shit," and give you a pound. Cool, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Even with the podcast, people be like, "Oh, I love this episode." Y'all did a good job, and then it's just kind of like,
Oh,
"Oh,
you
well,
don't share that with me.
I share that shit with you all the time." I told you the ladies love you. I've told you that.
I love y'all back. I love y'all back. Don't be a hating ass
I'm not
nigga.
hating at
But
all.
even still, like, Ain't heard about no recent situation.
I thought I sent you some messages. My bad.
No, man, you ain't sent me nothing.
My bad.
You know, I love getting messages from people telling us how, how we doing and shit.
Right. Which
I
reminds
do
me,
know that the ladies love me though.
I do, man. I don't know why, but
Y'all let us know why y'all like me so much.
don't
I feel
lie
like
either.
that's because I'm the realest nigga on the team. I
You've
know
been
what the
standing by
truth
that shit for
is.
so long.
I've been standing by it. I'm the realest nigga on your team.
Cause I seen you. I don't know if you made another post or you shared an old post recently, like the last week or so. And I was just like, let me get this shit off my timeline, man.
I'm still the realest nigga on your team.
So what does that do for you then? When you say that, does that reassure you that ain't nobody fucking with your position?
That and it also like it it's also a statement of like I know what I do. I know what I bring to the table.
Right.
In every situation, at every table that I sit at, I know what I bring to that table. So it's more of a nigga, I know. I know how motherfucking me hard I go for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's for anybody. If I ever tell anybody I'm the realest nigga on your team, I know how hard I'm willing to go for you. And that just lets me know that you a solid motherfucker because I don't fuck with a lot of people.
Right. It lets you know where they stand in your life.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I I feel you. It makes a whole lot of sense to me now. Cause
Do it.
I just don't. I mean, I guess because mine is so simple. You know what I'm saying? It's like I
Because you a label hoe. You materialistic.
if you call a Coke materialistic, fine. Fuck
You
it.
said what?
If you call a Coke materialistic,
Whatever.
fuck it. Okay, yeah, sure. I just don't. Cause
Let's not
I
let's not act like it's just the coke.
no, it's
Let's
not a
not act
Coke.
like it's just the
It's
coke.
not just a Coke. It could be a McDouble.
Whatever, bro.
It could be goddamn shoelaces,
You know what?
especially shoelaces.
We'll save that other shit for the OnlyFans. That's okay. That's okay.
Shut up, man. Some shoelaces would be nice. I need
Some
some.
shoelaces, bro.
I gotta for my all black phones. I gotta take them out and put some thinner ones in so that
I
yeah.
mean, you explained it to me. I bought some new boots,
You
bro.
bought
I gotta,
shoes?
I gotta send you a picture.
Oh,
I
they ain't
gotta
here
send
yet.
you that. They're here.
Oh,
I mean, I can show you, but I gotta send you a picture with them on me because they just look so much better with them on.
oh. What made you buy some shoes?
I mean, I saw them in the store,
Oh,
and
you was in the store?
I went to a store. Okay, so tomorrow is Mom's birthday.
Is you doing something important?
Big 4-5. And no, I will not get in trouble for dropping her age because she's proud of it. But yeah, big 4-5 tomorrow. Mom's is doing it up big. But she had two birthday parties planned this year and she had to postpone both due to COVID. Just because of the cases rising and all of that stuff. So she went ahead and postponed. But, she's going out. I got a little something planned for her. She been trying to find out what it is.
Oh,
And I won't tell her. And she was like, she texted me the other day. She's like, does Ja know what I'm getting? And I was like, absolutely not.
she gonna tell it.
Cause I was like, bro, Ja can't hold water. Why would I tell her what I
Guess
got you?
what you got?
Right. Gigi, I know what you got for your birthday. Like that was gonna be the first thing that came out of her
You should
mouth.
tell her. You should tell her. You should tell Ja go say that tomorrow
Man,
or
whatever.
whenever. I know what you got for your birthday. Do you want to know early? You gotta give me $1.
Gigi ain't paying for that information. She like, shit, the day here now, nigga, why I gotta wait?
Speaking of paying for
Why I gotta
information,
pay?
did y'all hear about Lil Baby?
Mm-hmm. Somebody talking.
Did you hear about Lil Baby? Man, Lil Baby paid quote unquote 16 G's for some ass.
I mean, let that man do
My
what he
thing
want to
is,
do with his
yeah,
money.
if you that's fine. I have no problem with
Oh,
you
girl
paying.
shouldn't have said shit.
Exactly. That's my reassurance right there.
Oh,
That you
girl
feel me.
shouldn't have said
She
shit.
shouldn't have said nothing, bro. Like, why
Don't
would
open
you?
your mouth. You done got your money. Shut the fuck up and move the fuck on.
Like, and like, listen, man. Superhead used to get super dope, and I'm pretty sure she got all that money stacked it and then made the book. Motherfucker, you still got a career out here right now. You gotta shut up.
You still trying to make it in this world.
You know what I'm saying? And all you probably did with that 16K was buy 2 Birkin bags and pay on some bills.
That's so sad. Oh, what I could do with 16K right now.
Buy you 2 more Birkin. I mean, 2
No.
Birkin bags and pay some bills.
I'm not even a materialistic motherfucker
Ain't
like
gotta
that.
be materialistic
I
like
don't
that.
I don't wear purses. What I need with a Birkin bag.
Or you can pay you can pay on your car.
Exactly. That you know, I'm trying to eliminate as many bills as I can.
Shit, what fuck would I do with 16K? I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Shit.
Car gone. Get on out of here.
No, get it on out of here.
Damn, man. I can't wait till I pay my shit off. All that money a month, probably gonna roll over the student loans.
Well, you know, I paid my student loans off a couple years ago.
Yeah, but then you ain't go to school long.
I had a decent amount in student loans, so
What's the estimate amount that you have?
I'm not gonna say.
Below 50? You're straight.
Yeah.
You're straight.
Not really.
No, yeah. You really are.
In the amount of time that I paid it though.
Not the amount
we ain't gonna discuss. We ain't gonna discuss anyway.
You know, but that was a pretty good topic, man. I like what you said. You know,
Sure
kind of
you
open
do.
my ears to some
Sure you
stuff,
do.
my eyes.
We're gonna have another one of these. This one wasn't too long of an episode.
Oh no, man.
Probably a good 45 minutes.
You got shit to
45,
do.
50 minutes.
People still got stuff to do, man. You know, you get Christmas gifts to wrap up.
Who got Christmas? You ain't brought the stuff over here yet. I ain't got nothing to wrap yet.
It's coming.
Whatever.
It's gonna be a big box too. Nah, we probably just put a bow on them.
Bro. See?
Just like, Merry Christmas.
Man, what happened to the days where people used to wrap their gifts in newspaper?
Like Cole did on Martin. Gift on the inside, coupons on the outside. The gift that just keep on giving.
Keep on.
Shit, niggas ain't getting newspapers like that no more.
Niggas need to start back in newspapers.
Everything is digital.
Everything digital, man.
Hey. You're like, fuck it, I'm just finna scroll up and read. Yeah, that's how we did with found out about Debo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to scroll up and read that shit.
Back in the day, you didn't find out shit till you read the newspaper. Well, such is life. You got anything else you want to say?
Nah, man, I'm pretty straight on that. We just know we're gonna piggyback off this at another time and then
yeah, we're gonna
get some more people to
chime in,
express how they feel.
See how they.
Because some people reassurance level is overwhelming. That's why I said we're gonna
discuss that later. All right. Well, just a few couple more things, you know.
Just a few couple. That's 3 to 2 things.
The church announcements, govern yourselves accordingly. If you know an artist or you are an artist that would like to be featured on the intro of His, Hers, and The Truth podcast, feel free to send us a DM on any one of our social media platforms or an email at hisherspodcastradio@gmail.com. That's first thing. And again, we want to thank Sauce. You can find him on social media at The Real Sauce 501. We want to thank him for being our first artist to feature on the intro of His, Hers, and The Truth Podcast Season 2. Shout out. Yay. If y'all want us to talk about something specifically, hit us up in DMs. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. For
Follow
those
us on all
that
social
only
medias.
listen right now, make sure you follow us. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We be having some dope ass shirts on, and we do our very best to support Black-owned businesses.
Speaking
With
of,
that,
I gotta re up again. I meant to re up.
bro, I've been ordering like crazy lately, but I'm,
How the fuck you been ordering like crazy lately? You just said that you trying to pay off debt.
I am. I've been ordering t-shirts.
You hitting the flip flop.
T-shirts is like $10, $15.
It's the flip flop.
Like they on sale right now.
On sale, I'm gonna tell you what on sale mean.
On
On
sale.
sale mean you still coming out that money just a little less than what you had.
If somebody that's selling a shirt for $35 say today only, you can get this shirt for $15, $20, guess what's gonna happen? I'm about to get that shirt that I always wanted.
No cap, because I am too.
I'm gonna get that shirt, especially if it's a Black-owned business. I don't do that for them other ones, like them big major corporations. Nah, them Black-owned businesses. No. But them Black-owned businesses, them small businesses, yeah, I'm definitely gonna support. Do all I can.
No.
Anyway,
Shit, I feel you, man.
But yeah, I think that's all that I had as far as my last little comments. So on that note, that was his truth.
And that was her truth.
And somewhere in there is the real truth. And we'll holler at y'all next week.
Hey.
Baby, girl, you know you're all for me. Know you're all for me.
I see a little bit.
Really didn't know what to expect from us. Went on a couple dates, now we all booed up. Your ex left you a mess, I'm here to clean you up.